Okay, so it's pretty much official now that I am trading in my baler, the BB340. It's a little dirty. It's going to be all washed up and everything before it goes. But yeah, the BB340, and why I can't get a light on that, I don't know. But anyways, we don't really need to go to the back of it anyways, but that's exactly what it is, a BB340. I sat in bed last night and I was thinking about this baler. This baler has been pretty much flawless as far as the operation of it. I have not put a penny of parts into it other than, well, it's all warranty stuff anyways, but we replaced what was broke. The slip clutch for the pickup chewed its splines out because when they set it up they did not grease it. I did cut the wings off, but I've been since told that New Holland says, hey, you know what, that's not a bad idea, let's cut them all off. So I may not have done as good a job as what New Holland is doing. I don't know. From what I understand, there will not be any of those wings on the new 2014 production. But anyway, so now I've been thinking about this thing and how to make it feed better. And I know you guys have all heard me ranting and raving about how I was going to, how I'm going to cut this down on like a 45-degree angle and shorten this up, say, a foot on either side to make it feed better, which is an awesome idea, by the way. I think it's great. Of course, because I came up with it. But the other thing was to actually shrink down this size of this drum here and extend the size of the flighting and actually make it smaller between these fins and here because it wraps here. And then put plastic pipe or something to make it slip so it doesn't wrap there. Hopefully New Holland looks at that and comes up with a similar solution like I would. But anyways, what I've been thinking is, as the year has gone on and I've got almost 11,000 bales through this baler, seemingly flawless operation, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but the pickup tines really, they really are second to none, the best that has ever been on this thing. I mean, look at this, 11,000 bales, and I'm able to just turn these things like nothing. The bands worked really well. I didn't have to put the poly ones on this one. But I sat in bed last night and I thought to myself, if New Holland would just make the outer tines a little heavier, because they have to force the hay into this auger system, and if you get hay that's around the corner here, it's actually got to pull it from around the corner, and there's really a lot more stress on that. So, I went to bed last night dreaming about this thing. I thought, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but then of course, you get the guys that just don't know how to put tines on quite properly and would actually not put the heavier tines on the outer edge. So this morning I got up and I was still thinking about it. I thought, I got a better idea, and I don't think it would take much because it's a cam-driven reel. If they would put an extra bar in there on the ends, it doesn't have to be in the center, and it might be even easier to do it all the way across. But I think if you put another bar or two on the outer ends, either end of it, so that there's more tines on these ends to pull that hay into that auger, and I don't think that it would be that hard to do. It would just take a cam here, like you have a cam and a follower here on this end, like you've got on the other end, and it would run stubs. I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe to about here, to the wrapping issue, right there, where it goes around the corner. So if you got an extra 2 bars in there or so, I think 2 bars would probably do it. Yeah, I think that would really make a ginormous difference in the way this thing feeds. So it's just food for thought. I mean, this baler's on its way out to Messick. So if you guys, you've seen what I've done with it, you've seen the amount of hay that I've forced through this thing, and if you're interested in buying it, Messick's would be more than happy to sell it to you, I'm sure. Because I made a deal with them, I'm not going to sell it outright. The same thing with the mower, the WD-2303 case windrower. That's being replaced also. I'm getting a Speed Rower 240 by New Holland with the 16-foot Speed Rower head. So that'll be showing up here sometime in the spring. Hopefully I'm just about done making hay now. I'm hoping to make another, I don't know, 150 bales of material over in Flemington, unless unless we start getting snow. But I'm 99% done, which I really am happy to say that I'm finished with making hay for the 2013 season. Now it's just going to be a bunch of hauling. So anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on that baler and the pickup on there. I think it'll work out really good. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I don't know. I think I'm going to have to see who the hell